Hello everybody, my name is CulBlu and I'm bringing you guys the second game that I'm casting for, second series that I'm casting for today, and this is in the JDL. This is going to be New Try versus Easy Katka or Operation Kino esports, whichever one you want to call it. I don't know, they're probably the same team, but who really knows. So that's going to be it. Alright, so we're going to jump into this game. We're going to see how this teams fare out. As far as the votes go, I'm assuming Easy Katka, I'm assuming Easy Katka is the more favorite team. I only say it because for some reason whenever they play a game, they seem to do really well. They're doing well for themselves, so we'll give them credit. From the few games that I remember them playing, that is, I remember them doing relatively well. So, good job to Easy Katka. Of course, New Try, I've seen them play. They're nobody to just roll over and fall asleep on, because they have won their share of games. But we're gonna see who wins this one. We're gonna go ahead and start off with the bans. We have the Enchantress and Lone Druid getting banned out, so none of that Lone Druid jungle mess, and none of that Enchantress jungle mess. So we're gonna see both of them get banned out in this game, which I'm okay with. I mean, Enchantress is kind of seeing a little bit of rise. I think with the slight fall of the OD getting picked up, people are starting to just go more and more towards Enchantress. But now people are starting to ban her out, which I think is pretty nice. I'm still not convinced Enchantress can carry a game by herself, but she's worth the first ban, so they go for it. Then we got the Lone Druid getting banned out by Kino esports on their side, and they also ban out. Sorry, they also pick out the Death Prophet and the Vengeful Spirit for their side. So I've seen this combination before. The lineup the team that saw it do it didn't really make it work. It was a really good idea. I like it because it's flexible. This can fit into almost any lineup. But New Try kind of have some shenanigans going their way. They got the Invoker plus the OD getting banned out, so a lot of control, a lot of flexibility, and that Invoker getting banned out. And OD, it's just OD. It's so hard to probably balance something like OD. But man, you just build attack speed and you win the game. That's kind of what it comes down to. So OD getting banned out, so New Try will not have to face any of that mess, and Invoker also got banned out, so I already talked about him. But New Try pick up the Faces Void and Lich, and they got the Wannabiss Cannabis going their way. Kino esports, I don't know if they want to leave the Witch Doctor in the pool, but I still think a Witch Doctor warrants a ban because his ulti can still do quite a bit of damage with that Chrono. All that's said and done, Lich kind of fits the same purpose, so maybe New Try are trying to force the Witch Doctor ban by not picking him up yet. And I like Lich as a laner a lot better, because you can put Lich with just about anybody and they'll do well in the lane. And if you put him in the off lane, then your off laner will get levels and Lich will get levels, and everybody will be having a lot of fun. So we'll see how the Kino esports decide to respond with their bans. But as it stands right now, I think everything should be okay. Everything should be apt to probably go towards like maybe like a nice little toe-to-toe battle. Like neither side has a clear advantage yet. But the Wombo combo is still there, so let's not forget that. Also, Dazzle's still in the pool too. Just want to point that out. Dazzle plus Death Prophet, that can be a very scary deal if you can execute that draft. So we'll see if these guys are able to get the execution going if they decide to go for it. So it looks like New Try on their side, they decided to ban out the Slaughter. So having none of that negative armor nonsense going on, we'll probably see a follow-up ban on the Dazzle, because Dazzle still fits relatively well in this lineup. I've seen a few teams go for Dazzle, Brewmother plus Death Prophet, Vengeful Spirit. Like it's like a really weird lineup. It's like really committed towards the heal bomb, but I guess something you can do. Maybe New Try want to ban out the Brewmother instead, so that way they don't have to focus on the off lane so much. We'll have to see. Operation Kino esports, they do ban out the Queen of Pain, and for all those who don't know, Operation Kino esports is Easy Katka, so that is the team. And actually, let me update my stuff because CulBlu's slacking here, guys. Let me update that. That ain't right. So this is New Try versus Easy Katka.
Seconds remaining.
I can't spell this. Why you do this to me, internet? Anyway, but what I was saying about the lineup, as far as the threat that you have coming out for New Try, they had the threat to still go for the Witch Doctor. He's still available. They have the threat to go for the Dazzle on the other side. So we'll see if New Try decide to ban out the Dazzle. I think it's worth a ban, even if they don't plan on picking it up, because you don't want to face that if you don't have to. But instead, they're gonna go ahead and ban out the Oracle. So they're gonna make sure that they don't have that extra control, make sure they don't have the extra save, and the extra nuking power coming out for Kino. And that kind of tells you maybe they want to go for a Juggernaut on this side, because Juggernaut can still get blown up. All said and done though, Lina wouldn't fit. I was about to say Lina kind of gives Juggernaut a ton of trouble, and I think he still fits, or I think she fits perfectly on the side of Operation Kino's side. Even if she plays as support, but support Lina is always underwhelming, as always. So I guess we're not going to see any of that craziness. But moving on to the last ban, Gyrocopter got banned out by Operation Kino esports. Make sure that Faces Void plus Gyro Call Down will not be the combination. They also banned out the Queen of Pain, so it looks like they're just banning around the Chrono right now. Neutron have a hell of a situation to make, or hell of a choice to make right now though, because Witchdoctor's still in the pool. I don't know if they want to let Operation Kino esports get it, but Operation Kino esports can do some good work with that. But instead, they let the Zeus go through. And historically, from what I've seen, Zeus tends to struggle moderately versus Death Prophet. He can still blow her TF up, or blow her the crap up, so she does need to be very careful about that. But in general, if you just have 1 or 2 rotations from your support, just get an easy kill on top of Zeus, then Death Prophet usually has a fair time dealing with that lane. So we'll see how Death Prophet decides to, see how Operation Kino decide to rotate the supports, and we'll see if they decide to go for the Earthshaker, because I think Earthshaker causes Zeus the most trouble because of his ability to just zone things out. And Tusk also causes Zeus trouble too, because Zeus doesn't have that much HP to begin with. But I like Earthshaker better because his initiations are a lot further and a lot safer to a certain extent. But they go for a Beastmaster instead. Interesting. So Aura Master is officially online. I don't know if this means they're going to go straight for push. I don't know if this means they're going to go for all the ganks. Beastmaster is going to be a relatively solid off laner versus whoever the heck Neutron tries to throw him at though, because he can default and go into the jungle. So we'll probably see some early wards in the jungle just to block that camp. It's a little bit dangerous to deal on the dire side, but the raiding side always feels safer. So we'll see if the supports are able to get that going in for him. But once these fights do start breaking out though, at the very least Beastmaster will be able to have that roar just to stop maybe Faces Void from blinking in, dropping a Chrono. And also if Neutron decide to go for carries such as someone like a Spectre, such as someone like an Anti-Mage, I think they might have a little bit of trouble because Beastmaster's lockdown is really strong, especially versus Anti-Mage. So where Anti-Mage just can't run around, he just kind of gets punched in the face a few times and dies. But Juggernaut's still available in pool too, so we'll see if Neutron wants to invest in that. Juggernaut, one of the more popular supports, or one of the more popular carries to go with this patch. But that said, they do have the Chrono to work with, so they got the Chrono plus probably want a range carry, so I'm thinking Drowned is the only one who's coming to mind. But they go for the Witchdoctor instead, so they're going to make sure they get him. And interesting. Alright, so Witchdoctor, Faces Void, Lich, and Zeus. I'm trying to think of what carry will fit with their lineup. All the carries that are coming to mind are not that great. Drowned is the only other one I can think of, and she's not the best of carries. It's kind of like, if you pick a Drowned, you're gonna have a bad time. I mean, I only say that because you have the Beastmaster who has here with the ulti, Death Prophet's there just dropping all the damage. Maybe Drowned can blow up Death Prophet before damage comes through, but yeah, it's gonna be really tough to play this game with the Drow Ranger. And plus, you haven't really optimized your team. I mean, you have the aura from Beastmaster, so we'll probably see Aura Master come into line. So I'm thinking maybe some like an Ember Spirit would be nice for Neutron to pick up, simply because he can slide a fist during the Chrono and just get a little bit more damage off, and he will be a little bit. No, you can't. Yeah. Ember Spirit versus Death Prophet. I don't like that matchup. I think Death Prophet will have the victory in that one. Ember Spirit probably won't have enough damage to survive, or probably won't have enough HP to survive and enough damage to drop him out of there. But it looks like Operation Kino esports on the side of Easy Katka, or Easy Katka, as some people like to call it. He does get picked up on the side of their side, so they pick up a Juggernaut, having that nice solid carry. Let's go to the game and see how it goes. I don't. I'm drawing a blank here on other carries. Like I said, I think Neutron definitely needs to try to invest in a range carry, so they can take the most advantage of the Chronosphere. If they decide to go for something like an Ursa, then I don't like that. I don't think there's any range carries who can truly tank a Juggernaut ult either.
10 seconds remaining.
Yep, Medusa and Drow Ranger, those are the only two that are coming to mind right now. So we will bide our time. We'll patiently see. Lion gets banned out, so maybe they're thinking about someone with burst damage. And Spectre gets banned out too. I didn't realize she was still in the poll, but yeah, Spectre gets banned out for by Operation Kino esports. Easy ban for them, as they like to say. And as far as the carry that we're probably gonna see, we're gonna see a Medusa. Yes, we see the Medusa. CulBlu called it. Heck yeah. But she's like the only other carry left outside of Drow Ranger, and Drow Ranger's so underwhelming these days. And Kino esports, they need one more support. They go for a Rubik so they can steal a nice big ulti. A lot of amazing abilities to steal from everybody actually. So Rubik's gonna have a plenty of pickings to take, so they can actually go and turn it back on the face and smack him in the face with it. Alright, so now we got all the teams fully picked up. Let me go ahead and check to see who has the advantage statistically speaking. We're just going to go and assume everybody here is a high skill cap. Oh, wrong button. High skill cap, so we'll just keep it at that. And as far as the win percentages, based on who flat out just wins more, according to the raw statistics pulled from the Dota API, basically everybody wins versus... Sorry, Zeus wins versus everybody on this enemy side. Lich wins versus basically everybody except for Juggernaut. And I think Faces Void is the only one who loses really hard on his team. And I'm actually missing somebody. I forgot the Medusa. Let me go and toss Medusa into that pool so we can see how she does. I don't know if Medusa struggled versus yeah, she shouldn't struggle versus Death Prophet. She should be able to win that one. Oh, so many buttons. My bad. Yeah, when we throw Medusa, wow, okay, Medusa wins handily. Oh my gosh, that is pretty gross. Anyway, statistically speaking, Medusa has a pretty good time versus this whole entire squad. But we'll see here in a second, because we're about to see a smoke gang rotation. They're going straight into that Faceless Void. He will be forced to pop his ability, and Vengeance Spirit is going to be leading the charge. Faceless Void has himself a nice little time walk. Going to be skilling it up here in a second. It will be able to skill it up. Not going to use it immediately though. Rubik telekinesis is a little bit off the mark. Probably got fogged before it all happened, but that telekinesis would have been enough to actually help them get the kill. Time Walk or not, I think Faceless Void would have definitely died in that situation. Speaking of dying in that situation, we got Beastmaster Double Bore. He's going to go ahead and walk himself around the corner. Waiting for the Faceless Void to show his faceless void again. It's pretty rude. And now let's go and do introductions while I have a little bit of brief time before, you know, all the action breaks out. Starting off from this Lich, we have ourselves the one and only, the life of dog shit. That's right, guys. It starts on a high note and just ends up just falling straight down. It's horrible. Moving to the Zeus, we see Got the Life. We can see Got the Life playing that Zeus. And on this, oh, nice. On this Medusa, we see Dogshit Dota 2 player. On this Faceless Void, we see the one and only Doken. That's right, that's such a cool name. Doken. I like that name. And on this Witch Doctor down at the bottom, we see Slice 'em. Or, what is it? Yeah, Slice 'em. Slice 'em! Slice 'em up. Coconut, gonna be bouncing everywhere. Playing that Witch Doctor. Moving on to the Juggernaut, we see ourselves the one and only Jeffreak playing that Jug. Rubik is being handled by the one and only 2K. That's right, guys, he's better than 1K. Not as good as 3K, but 2K. Heck yeah. Beastmaster is being controlled on the other side of the map by R4. Are you kidding me? Already taking some damage coming out from that Faceless Void, but they're trading blows, so I guess it's okay. Stealth shield's up on both of them, so they're pretty good. They're doing okay. Vengeance Spirit is being handled by the one and only wow. Nekomitsu? And of course, last but not least, head and mid, we have our Death Prophet being controlled by the one and only Cloud. Not Cloud9, but like the original. The original Cloud. That's right. Because ain't nobody got enough time for 9 Clouds. We get the original one here, dang it. Okay, so moving on to the top lane, these guys are just continuously being best of bros, just hanging out together. Look at them, just hugging each other, just pats on the butt and sportsmanship and whatnot. But Faceless Void in this off lane versus the Beastmaster in the safe lane is actually very interesting. Oh, hold on, speaking of things being very interesting, Death Prophet taking a ton of damage. One more Lightning Bolt might do it. Unfortunately, Zeus doesn't have a Lightning Bolt. They just have right clicks and some Frost Blasters. It looks like, oh, looks like she's going to heal up on top of Zeus. She's going to take quite a bit of damage trying to get the kill. Will he be able to get the damage? Is a big question. Lich not going to be able to find himself another ability for another 5 seconds. Doesn't have enough mana for it, but he did have the Mango at the ready. Getting ready to toss that Mango at her. That Mango though. Speaking of that Mango though, Medusa gonna get hit with a bunch of damage. The Coconut gonna bounce through. Unfortunately, not gonna do too terribly much. Mana Shield gonna get healed up. Might be enough to keep her alive. It will be enough to keep her alive. That Snake coming back just in time. Medusa's mana getting replenished just in time as well. And the Healing Salve getting cancelled because Dota mechanics. That's right, Wave of Terror doing, what was it, 30 damage? 40 damage? 30 damage. I think you have to do at least 5 damage before it breaks. Something like that. Which is why Pudge self-healing, or Pudge healing, or healing salves don't get cancelled by Pudge's Rot. If I'm not mistaken, because Pudge's Rot deals less than 5 damage, which is the reason why it kept going through. But, hey, Vengeance Spirit has 30 damage, guys. It's like 25 more than what's required. Speaking of things that are required, though, Wraithband will be coming online for Medusa here very soon. She's probably going to go for, I hope she's not going for double Wraithband, but Ring of Aquila, just give her the extra mana regeneration. Help her out, just help her augment the fact that her mana shield is a little bit stronger than it should be. On level 1 though, so she has to worry about that a lot. And speaking of worry about that a lot, Witch Doctor is hanging out here pretty darn tight. Wants to make sure that she doesn't get dove on. Wants to make sure she doesn't actually go down, because Medusa will be the one winning them this game, this late game. Of course, Faces Void, if he ever gets a Blink Dagger, that'd be great too, but hey, what are you gonna do about it? Moving on to the last hits, Juggernaut, 15 last hits to his name versus the Medusa with only 3 measly last hits. So Juggernaut definitely dominating his lane, getting all the last hits he wants. Space created so hard right now. These supports just zoning the crap out of Medusa. She has not a single foot. Actually, she doesn't have feet, but she has not a single foot in this line at all. And going back to mid, I said before that I think Zeus struggles versus Death Prophet. Just as long as they can get 1 or 2 rotations in from the supports to kill Zeus, that'll be great. Then Zeus should be able to have a horrible time versus Death Prophet because she can still kill him before he can blow her up. But all said and done, the new Tri are doing a great job of making sure the Lich stays there. Make sure Lich actually making sure that Lich makes sure that Zeus doesn't die. So they're making sure that Zeus ain't dead. Unless Zeus dies right off it. So speaking of unless they die, we got Medusa in a lot of trouble. She will be going down. First blood happening. 2K gonna be able to pick up that kill on that Rubik. And first blood going down as soon as Wish Doctor turns his back. As soon as Wish Doctor turns his back. Oh my gosh, Medusa gets killed. The pickoff happened because of a telekinesis plus a stun. I did hear both abilities get used, so it was enough. It was enough. And that's basically a kill lane every single time. Like the more you think about it, they got everything but a slow. Like if they had a slow, it'd be a little bit better. Maybe just something like a Lich on their side instead of having the Vengeful Spirit maybe. But if they had a slow plus a stun, that would be easy kill every single day. Spin to win. 2 points decided already. And Jeffrey going for the very respectable 2 points in attributes, 2 points in spin. Wants to make sure you always have enough mana for that ability. Also stats are always good. Moving on to the lane. Excuse me. Moving on to the lane. Zeus Invis Rune picked up on him. And Cloud actually might be going down. Zeus had enough. Okay, I was about to say Zeus had enough mana to do this. It would be great, but it looks like he didn't. Didn't have enough mana. Just kind of walking their yellow double lightning bolt, arc lightning, GG easy win. But the Courier's gonna go ahead and fly his bottle back. Me on top lane, Faces Void versus Beastmaster, the most interesting matchup of the game. That's right, guys. Yeah, that bird. Oh, look at that bird action. Heck yeah, flap them wings. That's what I'm talking about. But yeah, we got Rubik DCing down bottom. We got okay, perfect ton of DC. All right. Tactical pause is tactical, right? Rubik is DCing down bottom. He's gonna have a little bit of trouble. I don't know if he's gonna make out on the live, but we'll see here very soon. I am extremely afraid that Rubik is not gonna make it. Wish Doctor, the casket already fell. The slow is gonna be coming up here in 4 seconds. Yeah, oh man. No, Rubik. Rubik's like, I quit. I give up. But yeah, so besides Rubik dying down bottom, like I'm totally gonna miss that kill probably. Top lane, like it's the top lane Beastmaster versus Faces Void. If you can give Faces Void an early Blink Dagger, I think it'll help out his team way more than a Beastmaster Blink Dagger. The only reason why I say it is because one ulti will be all they really need to make sure Medusa has enough space, or just the threat of a Blink ulti from Faces Void should create enough space for Nice Try or New Try to actually get their Medusa some farm. Medusa's going to need a ton of farm in this game, and given that she's going versus Juggernaut, who already has, I think, a kill on her, actually. He has an assist, and Medusa has a death. That basically puts it to a state where if Medusa were to go toe-to-toe with Juggernaut mid-game, we would expect Juggernaut to win slightly. But if Medusa and Juggernaut were an equal farm, this is equal farm, and they were going to toe-to-toe mid-game, we expect Juggernaut to win slightly. But if Medusa and Juggernaut are going to go toe-to-toe late game and Medusa's behind, then I think Juggernaut's going to win that fight because he will have the extra stats. I'm assuming that he's going to be going for a Scotty this game. Really difficult to tell, but I'm assuming he's going for a Scotty soon. And not soon, but eventually he'll go for Scotty. And with the extra stats, he should be able to have enough to go toe-to-toe with Medusa just in a straight-up man fight, or human fight. I guess I say human fight, or gender-neutral fight. Because she's a lady, and I think she's a lady, and he's a guy, or I think he's a guy. Plot twist. What if Juggernaut was a girl? Holy crap. That would be so freaky. You'd be like, I mean, you could totally pull it off, right? Like, no, okay, no. Yeah, you could not. Right, he has no shirt. Forgot. Unless, like, instead of a shirt, it's like armor shaped like a guy, but it's still a girl. Okay, never mind. Alright. Theories aside. Crazy theories aside. Juggernaut versus Medusa in the late game. I do expect Medusa to win that fight, unless Juggernaut has the upper edge, but I think Juggernaut's going to need like a super strong upper edge. Like, he's going to need to be snowballing out of control, because Medusa is still Medusa. If she ever gets herself crit, butterfly, manta style, I don't foresee the whole entire team of OPK surviving versus a solo Medusa. Literally solo Medusa with those 3 items, maybe a Satanic. Okay, she might need a Satanic for the whole team, but otherwise she should be able to kill the whole entire team. And Juggernaut, I don't think he'll be able to do enough. Mana Shield will be too strong, she'll have a Lincoln Sphere by then, so that means he can't actually drop his ulti. It's going to be really annoying. But all said and done though, I think Medusa was picked into a Beastmaster, which is actually kind of interesting. Because Beastmaster's Disable is going to be really strong versus Medusa until she gets a Lincoln Sphere. And even after she gets a Lincoln Sphere, it's still going to be pretty strong. Because you have a lot of spells that they really want to use on Medusa on OPK side. Like they have the missile coming from Vincel Spirit. They got the Beastmaster Roar. They got the Juggernaut ulti. They got Rubik Telekinesis. Maybe even Spell Still. I think he can only Spell Still this Mystic Snake. That's the only castable ability. Okay, and Stone Gaze. But overall, you have a lot of things that can pop a Lincoln Sphere. So we'll see if Lincoln Sphere is going to be a good choice for New Try's Medusa. But I think a Lotus Orb is definitely going to be a good item in this game because you can reflect so many abilities. Hell, for both sides, a Lotus Orb would be great. Being able to reflect the Beastmaster Roar, being able to reflect the missile, nothing from Death Prophet, but just being able to reflect those things would be good. And on the side of Easy Katka, Kino esports as they're called in this game, allegedly. Having the side of Kino esports with a Lotus Orb would be great versus Zeus, great versus Lich, kind of good versus Medusa because you can bounce the snake back. Fantastic versus Witch Doctor, especially if he throws a casket. Actually, no, perfect versus Lich if he throws his ulti on him. Like, I've done that a few times. I'm gonna admit, I'm not the best player in the world, I agree. But I've had a game where there was a Pudge, he had a Lotus Orb, and I was like, oh my gosh, he has a Lotus Orb. So I literally threw my ulti as Lich at him. It was a horrible idea. Anyway, Rubik about to die here. He's dead to go down. Snake gonna be a little bit too much damage. Meanwhile, the missile's coming on top of the Witch Doctor. He's trying to heal himself up as much as he possibly can. They got themselves 1 kill going the way, and they went to Medusa of all people. So good stuff. Good stuff. The tactics were spoken. Ah, good point. You're right. Juggernaut has a man's voice. Well, I mean, some ladies... never mind. Anyway, before we talk about all that, we got Death Prophet going all in. She's going full yellow. Zeus forced all the way around his tower. Has a second Siphon Spirit coming through here. Medusa... No, it's Spectre... Wrong names. Death Prophet has not enough damage. Death Prophet will be going down, though, taking quite a bit of damage. She does die eventually to the Faceless Void. Nice TP rotation coming in from the Faceless Void. And Death Prophet, not Medusa, does die mid. So yeah, just a nice rotation in, and it's kind of like, I mean, I like to think of Faceless Void as like the new Magnus or the old Enigma, you know, where people used to play Magnus straight up offlane, just literally straight up offlane, do absolutely nothing, farm up Blink Dagger, and his first ulti, his first RP in Magnus's case, or first Chronosphere in Faceless Void's case, would just be, you know, just show up, get 1 kill, that's all you really want, and then walk away. And Faceless Void has made the most of his team right now, or made the most value of his team right now, so. Think Faceless Void, Blink Dagger definitely needs to be his next item. Instead he goes Power Treads because I called it, so jerk. Moving down to the bottom lane though, we got 3 people heading out down bottom. They're still waiting, trying to go for a kill. It was scouted out completely by the Observer from the Radiant, so they're playing extremely defensive down at the bottom. And OPK, I think they're playing a little bit over aggressive for Juggernaut to be that low. I mean, there's not really much outside of a Lich Slow that can really stop them, but you still don't want your Juggernaut to die. And if Juggernaut's building a battle for this game, I'm going to be a little bit afraid too, because his damage is not going to be all that great. Speaking of not being that great, Juggernaut taking quite a bit of damage. He's not going to have a great time. Casket flies, Witch Doctor pounds on top of 2. Zeus ulti comes in, gets 1, gets 2, looking for the 3rd. Will they find it is a big question. Looks like they won't be able to find him. Medusa Snake just barely out of range. And I don't know if it would have been enough damage, but yeah, Zeus just kind of strolling on up here, casually walking in, getting himself a few kills here, kills there. Definitely helping his team out, having a much bigger impact than I thought he would initially, but once again, he hasn't died, and Faceless Void is definitely helping out. With that 1 rotation killing Death Prophet. And just like right now, just look at the net worth between Zeus and Death Prophet. I mean, it's not the biggest deal, but that's 500 gold. That's basically Zeus's Arcane Boots. He's that much closer to 8th Lens, which means he's that much closer to a Veil, which also means he's that much closer to Octarine Core. Which I will be happy to see when it happens, but I will remain ever so patient. Alright, so moving on to the top lane, Beastmaster working on the Necro Book. He will be going straight push, so we're probably not going to see Aura Master. We're definitely going to see Push Master. He doesn't have any points on Wild Axis, so yeah, straight up. I guess he's still Aura Master. I mean, he wants a Vladimir's offer, he wants an AC, so Yeah, going for the Necro Book. He actually already has it. Holy shit. So top lane is going to get pushed here very soon. Faces Void needs to be a little bit careful. They might want to kill Beastmaster. But it's actually kind of interesting to see that OPK are putting so much pressure down at the bottom lane, just trying to make sure Medusa has not much room to farm. I think it's a little counterproductive that Juggernaut died, but still, I mean, that could be said about anybody. But the fact that they're being so damn aggressive down at the bottom, and oh, Wish Doctor Casket, although the Casket flies, Vengeance Spirit, nice little run to the side, and the Casket does not land. Does not bounce, Juggernaut does spin. But that's said and done though. They're forcing a lot of pressure on top of Medusa, which means that she doesn't have that much room to farm. And Beastmaster on the other side, he's actually getting himself a Necro Book. And speaking of Beastmaster, he's going to go ahead and casually walk on down here to the bottom. Does get scouted out. They do see it, but looks like he's going to drop the Aurora in a second. Drops the Aurora, catches two. Medusa does get slowed up. Faces Void, trying to TP in as fast as he possibly can. Will he be able to get the Chrono is a big question. There is a Chrono we're looking for. Catches three. Going to be able to get the kill on top of the Juggernaut. Drops himself a nice little time dilation. Damage coming on top of Rubik. It will be massive. Zeus once again. I feel like I've seen this before. Gets himself a kill on top of the last person. Looks like R4 gonna be the last one to run away. Just trying to GFOT. Actually runs the wrong way. Now we got Wish Doctor or Vengeance Spirit. She's gonna be the last one to die. Damage coming on top of Death Prophet. She gets wrecked pretty handily. Lich ulti bounce around on top of two creeps because why not? And yeah. Yep. That was not where easy katka we're looking for. Like Neutri just kinda turned that all kinds of around. And that really all just comes down to that one Observer War. Like I don't know what to say outside of like this Observer War deserves like an award. Like it's like the MVP of this game. Because of the fact that they saw the Beastmaster running around the corner and the smoke was revealed, they were able to respond fast enough to where Faces Void could TP in at the perfect time, to where Medusa wasn't quite doing too well, but wasn't dead yet. So Faces Void just kind of jumped straight in, dropped a Chrono, caught two people, I think he caught three or two. One person was basically caught in because it was stuck in that area. And as a result of that, they were able to convert into 4 kills. Only one person made out of that one alive, and that one person was, was it Rubik? Beastmaster? No, Beastmaster died. No, actually nobody made out alive. Death Prophet walked in at the last second. Yeah, Death Prophet walked in, ulti at the ready. Has literally 2 Fairy Fires of HP, so she just kind of got blasted. So yeah. Juggernaut pushing top lane. TP gets cancelled out. He's gonna go ahead and just take the tower. Just gonna give it away. No Fortify getting used, or actually Fortify already been used. And one tower going the way of OPK. So at least I have that. Now they have their morals. Now they have all the other stuff. Speaking of things that people have, Death Prophet Phase Boots fully finished up. Juggernaut Phase Boots, Necro Book level 1 for the Beastmaster, so nothing too terribly shabby just yet. Speaking of shabby, down bottom we got Wish Doctor ulti coming through. Actually a lot of damage. Zeus able to catch 2, and Medusa's ulti about to stop the other, but looks like, yeah, we're going to lose the Medusa here, but it's going to be relatively worth it. They got themselves 2 kills on top of the Beastmaster and also on top of the Rubik, and I think both went to the Medusa. No, one went to the Medusa, one with the other one. And Death Prophet Medusa didn't lose any killing sprees. So that tells me that she didn't lose that much gold, or she didn't give away that much gold. Yeah, she's down. Yeah, she's not gonna be able to farm, sure, but I mean, she has power treads already, and she's working towards what looks to be her next big item, which is a Drum of Endurance. So, trying to tank up, basically a Spectre with range.
Radiant's bottom tower has a nasty situation.
Bottom lane getting pushed in. And TP's already coming through. It's on the backside. We got a Medusa showing up. No ulti available, but they do see it. They do ping it. They're going to go for it. They drop the wave of terror. C2 TPs. Casket from Wish Doctor catching the Juggernaut. Juggernaut ulti coming through on top of Wish Doctor. He's going to be able to survive, just barely. And there's Juggernaut. He should be going down one way or another. Wish Doctor just barely enough survivability. Voodoo Restoration level 1 OP. Please nerf. Speaking of things that we need to nerf, Cloud shows up. He gets hit with the damage. Oh, nice telekinesis from Rubik, but not going to be enough. Death Prophet still goes down. Time Dilation drops out. Catches Rubik on the backside. Vengeance Spirit stuns coming through. Casket flying the coconut, bouncing around. This is the same story we saw last time. I think OPK just kind of need to give up on that bottom lane, because this is the 3rd time this happened in a row. They were not able to get anything in that fight, with the exception of a Lich, which is, and to be completely honest with you, not worth it. And now Zeus has his Aether Lens, Faces Void. He's working on what looks to be a Blink Dagger, hopefully. We got Wish Doctor. He's working on the Urn of Shadows, actually fully finished up. Medusa, she's looking pretty right now with that Drum of Endurance. I mean, these people are rich right now. Just rolling in the money right now. And Lich is working on what looks to be a mechanism for his team, so. Meanwhile, on the other side of the river, Beastmaster's still trying to continue his push, still trying to continue farming up. I would like to see Beastmaster a little bit more active, because of the simple fact that if you kind of just sit and rest on your laurels, then Medusa's just going to show up and kill everything. at the same time. So I would like to see a lot more aggression coming out from OPK, but on the same token, they do still need to get their farm. Having Beastmaster farmer for the Necro first, it's a good idea in the sense that they can push faster, push earlier, but you have to consider what you're going up against. I mean, you have a Lich ulti which can technically bounce around and kill all the creeps. You have a Wish Doctor Casket which is going to wreck all your creeps that you're summoning anyway. You also have a Faceless Void whose Chronosphere you don't want to fight into, and Zeus's nukes should be enough to kill a creep or two. So overall, they have a lot of counter push from new try. And it kind of makes it counterproductive the fact that Beastmaster's going as hard towards the push as he is now. So that's why I think something more of a team fight focused item like a Blink Dagger would be nice, so they can jump on top of the people. Speaking of Blink Dagger focused items, they can find themselves a wild Zeus who is going to be going down, trying to drop himself a rune, but it's not going to be enough. Wicked 6 streak actually getting put down. And speaking of things getting put down, Beastmaster shows up. He's ready for it. The boar is punching the Medusa in the back. Casting from Witch Doctor going to be bouncing around, catching all the creeps, like I said before, catching a few people too. Medusa's still alive somehow. Now Witch Doctor ulti coming through on the side, but looks like he does get swapped out. Meanwhile, Lich ulti bounce around, catches 2, gonna be bouncing up a creep as well because hey, why not? And there goes, they find the last kill. R4 gonna be going down one way or another. Meanwhile, Death Prophet Fairy Fire gets eaten. Depth value Fairy Fire, gonna be able to keep herself alive, still trying to run away, has herself a nice little Siphon Spirit, gonna go ahead and use it, drops a beautiful Silence Up with Faceless Void, no chrono for you, oh no, he just got turned on, and Doken might be getting wrecked in here in a second, looks like no, he survives. Meanwhile, Beastmaster, Rubik does give himself a kill on top of the Witch Doctor, which is good. Vengeance Spirit was fighting pretty hard for that one, and that was a really scrappy fight. I was not expecting Beastmaster's Roar to be all that valuable on that one. But they did get a kill on top of Zeus, and speaking of Zeus, he's actually trying to kill the Death Prophet. Almost in range? Nope. Not even an 8th lens can give you enough range, bro.
Radiant's bottom tower has a nasty situation.
Alright, so some more stuff happening, and it's kind of like perfect at the moment I was saying they should be more aggressive. They start getting more aggressive. Good on you, guys. Good on you. Stream snipers. Obviously stream sniping. Pretty obvious. Calling it now. Anywho, taking a look at the goal graph. It was kind of in favor of OPK. So I guess it's kind of a sign that they were farming as more or less by themselves as opposed to farming as 5. Whereas in WT they had a lot of TP response rotations coming in to try to save the Medusa's life, and as a result they ended up farming up and sharing gold together. Speaking of sharing gold together and farming up, we got Witch Doctor taking quite a bit of damage. Gets hit with a roar. I don't know if that was really worth it, but looks like, oh, they slowed the Zeus. It was definitely worth it. Zeus is going to be a little bit of trouble. Chronosphere for Faceless Void catches 3. Holy crud. They do not get any damage at all because Faceless Void has literally 0 damage. Does get the Chronosphere stolen though. Actually no, he gets Time Dilation stolen, which is actually a little bit worse in my honest opinion. Actually no, Time Walk would have been the worst ability to get stolen, but a dive coming up from Kino not going to be enough. They are going to get themselves a tier 1, and they're going to go for a tier 2 as well. Death Prophet ultis online. They should commit it. Looks like they will commit it to the tier 2. And no counter initiations left here for NWT. Medusa's still at the bottom trying to run, slither as fast as he possibly can into the lane. Working on what looks to be a Manta style, but tier 2 tower is already gone. And Dogshit Dota 2 player, he shows up, just give himself a few right clicks, and that's about it. So continuing with everything that we see here, Beastmaster picks up a nice bounty rune, has Necro 3 fully finished up. Rubik, I'm waiting to see your Blink Dagger, bro. It looks like he's probably not going to have that anytime soon. Death Prophet Jordan Endurance fully finished up for her. Yule Scepter probably going to be the next big items that she picks up. Meanwhile, Vengeful Spirit is working on her own Earner Shadows, and Middle Tower is actually getting challenged right now. Beastmaster with that level 1 axe, killing 0 creeps. Dumb skills though. But Medusa's going to go ahead and solo right click the tower, just have a little bit of fun. Good point, good point. Yes, and also something I didn't consider. Yes, Necro level 3, definitely good versus Medusa. Was not considering that at all. Thank you for pointing that out. You guys are awesome. Looks like they're gonna go for just some more damage, more stuff happening. Tower, your tower, bro. Fortify comes through. Faceless Voice shows up. 15 seconds for the Chronosphere, so you might want to back up a little bit. He actually gets caught with the roar. Not what you want to have happen. Zeus drops the ulti immediately. Zeus and getting a lot of damage done to the Juggernaut. Now damage coming through. Medusa ulti catches everybody. Witch Doctor ulti ravaging a few people. Meanwhile, Dr. Dota 2. Oh, the Lich ulti gonna bounce with the perfect bounces. They're pinging as hard as they can. It's like, what you doing, bro? Why are you doing this to me? And now Death Prophet comes in. Siphon Spear is doing a little bit too much work, but looks like Witch Doctor heal way too strong. That's gonna be a heal plus her Earner Shadows. They're able to get themselves 4 kills out of that one. Holy crap. The Zeus ulti came just before Juggernaut spin, so unfortunately Juggernaut ended up wasting a lot of his time. And he still got caught by the Medusa ulti and just took a massive amount of damage. Like, the amount of damage coming out from Lich... Oh man, Lich ulti too. Let's not talk about that. We shall not talk about this anymore live stream. But yeah, Medusa's ulti was able to go through and hit a few people. It caught Juggernaut, namely Juggernaut, and he was the one who kind of died from that one. Meanwhile, Faceless Void's Chronosphere, did he use it? Okay, he didn't even use his Chronosphere in that fight. Yeah, it was just a one fight at that point. But yeah, Faceless Void's Chronosphere, if it would have had to come out, they might have been able to catch all 5, but it would have been more counterproductive than productive. I think once he gets a Blink Dagger, it'll be a lot more useful, and Hex has a Vladimir's offering now, so 14k gold. I'm assuming that's a Blink Dagger. Come on, make it happen. Speaking of making things happen, we got Death Prophet versus a Faceless Void. Nice time dilation on top of Faceless, or on top of the Death Prophet. Gonna go and just pause to charge a little bit. He's actually gonna come forward. Chronosphere not gonna come through. A little bit too close to that tower. Immediate TP coming out from Rubik too. And I got the life. 4 staff at the ready. In the courier, that is. Almost at the ready. Pseudo at the ready. And Medusa, she's still working on that Mantis Style. Has the Yasha coming out to her. Witch Doctor down bottom. Earnest Shallows plus Arcane Boots. Sitting rich right now. For support, that is. Taking a look at the rest of the items. We have Juggernaut is working for the Battle Fury, which scares me a little bit. Juggernaut Battle Fury is going to be nice when these team fights do break out, so it's going to be great and all, but I don't know. I mean, I guess in this specific game, Juggernaut is going to be good with whatever he gets. Actually, oh, Roshan goes down. My bad. Sorry, Roshan goes down. Juggernaut going to be able to pick up the Aegis. Anyway, all that aside, though, CulBlu missing Roshan fight completely aside. Having the Juggernaut with the Battle Fury is going to be nice as far as spreading the damage out, and I don't think NWT are going to be clumping up that much though, because of the way Chrono works. Kind of everybody wants to gather around the Chrono, which means that Juggernaut's balances aren't going to be as effective on that. So at the very least, it's going to be nice for him to farm up and maybe get some bigger items, something like a Scotty next, or actually no, something like a Mantis Style next, so he can actually get rid of the. That's where we're going to get rid of, is there? Nope. Actually, Mantis Style would be a bad idea too. Just a lot of bad ideas. I'm trying to think of what Juggernaut can actually go for. Holy shit. Sanjin Yasha would be a good idea. Let's do that. He'll have strength. He'll have stuff. Maybe a bash or two.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Anywho, Faceless Void picks up a Blink Dagger. Buys it, sells it, buys it again. Because he loves that item. And bottom lane, we got the bottom lane fully pushing in. Beastmaster's at the ready. Necro units, they're not summoned yet. They'll be summoned in 6 seconds time. They're going to continue the push. Looks like they're going to go for a base race. I think in this specific situation, the push is way better from OPK. They are going to have TP rotations coming from Zeus immediately. Top tower. Still going down. Medusa still doing some damage to it. They're not going to commit for it completely. But looks like we are going to have a full committance coming up from Kino. Kino going to go into start for some right clicks. Jeff Freak trying to get as much damage as possible. Death Prophet ulti already at the ready. Meanwhile, Zeus on the back end just dropping a few lightning bolts. Sees the Observer Ward. Can't really kill it yet because the tower is going to be going down. Fortified, not available for a whole entire 4 seconds time. And Rubik just stole Arc Lightning. Oh no. Creep's gonna die. Creeps, please. And oh, the Faceless Void Chronosphere only catches the Rubik, unfortunately. Looks like they're gonna immediately blast down the Death Prophet. But speaking of blasting people down, Zeus is dead. Your main source of magic damage is dead, and Witch Doctor ulti is gonna go ahead and stay there. Nice ulti for Witch Doctor. Jeffrey taking so much damage now, but he does have the Aegis, and now we got Medusa going to be forced back, getting healed up by the Witch Doctor's heal, and now Juggernaut going toe to toe. He has Aegis. He's ready to man fight, almost able to actually win that fight. Now we got Vincent Spirit shows up. Swap comes through. Witch Doctor in a lot of trouble. Stun comes out. Damage right click will be there. Witch Doctor does finally go down. Meanwhile, Faceless Void going toe to toe with the Beastmaster. Basically the laning stage of the game. So this is what we saw the whole entire laning stage. This is a culmination. This is what we've been waiting for. The solo man fight. Like solo me 1v1, bro. Looks like they're not going to be able to get any kills. With Lich ulti going to go ahead and whiff, not really do too terribly much. Nice time dilation, bro. Dokkan will be officially going down. Juggernaut does get the last on top of that one, but I think they should be able to get at least one more kill from this. And Medusa Snake. Oh, the RNGesus. Are you kidding me? The Snake did not bounce in the right direction. Meanwhile, Zeus Arc Lightning almost able to get 2. Holy crap. If Zeus had a Veil on him at that point, that would have gotten 2 kills. Like Juggernaut or whoever that was. Was it Juggernaut? I think it was Juggernaut or Rubik. So whoever that was and the Beastmaster would have died at the same time. That'd have been pretty hilarious. So Forstaff is finally up on Zeus, Death Prophet. She's working on a BKB. Interesting. I guess a BKB makes sense versus Zeus's nukes, but I mean, it's not going to save you from a Chrono, bro. So okay, all things considered, if Death Prophet picks up a Tornado Stick this game, would it be useful is the big question. And the answer is, it's hard to tell. She can tornado the Faceless if he time walks in. But he has a blink dagger at this point, so I guess her reactions won't be fast enough for that. Sure, okay, so that's not gonna be useful. She can tornado the Witch Doctor when he's dropping his ulti. Not gonna be as useful either because she can actually, yeah, she can just silence him. I don't know. I'm a little on the fence with Death Prophet going for the BKB. It does give her some survivability. It gives her some stats, but so does an Octarine Core. So yeah, I'm skeptical on that one. Zeus's damage is a little bit annoying, but I mean, I don't know if it's annoying enough to warrant a BKB. I think there are other items. Maybe a Lotus Orb for Death Prophet might be good because she definitely needs the armor. She only has what, 7 armor? Have an additional, was it 10 armor? Does it give you 10 armor? Hold on, let me check. How do you put a Lotus Orb? Okay, I will find it. There it is. Boom. So that gives her a whole entire 10 armor. Yeah, having an additional 10 armor would be really nice. Also, the 5 HP regen definitely help her out. Speaking of helping her out, look at her. Oh man, the casket, the damage, everything is getting thrown out. The kitchen sink as well. Let's committed the ulti. Looks like it's not going to be able to go through. R4. Oh my gosh, the bashes. He just gets bashed up by the face of the before the roar comes through. Meanwhile, telekinesis falls on top of Rubik. Rubik getting slowed down. 2K might be going down here in a few seconds. Looks like it only took him just a little bit for Zeus to get that double kill. And the pickoffs are great for NWT right now. They're not even deathballing, really. Actually, no, they're deathballing. Just traveling S5, killing whatever they find. Just a warpath right now. Medusa involved in this one, too. So, speaking of which, Medusa has herself... She should have a full Mantis style by now. Yeah, she has a full Mantis style finished up. Drone for Endurance finished up. Juggernaut went for a... I thought it was a Scotty? No, Butterfly. So, he went for a Butterfly. So, Medusa will probably respond with a Mantis... Or MKB of her own. Maybe an MKB Satanic. I think that would be a good idea for her. Yeah, Satanic will help her as far as staying alive in some of these fights. And some of these fights, granted, I mean, they're getting pretty close to killing the Medusa, or at least killing the entire team on New Try. But New Try's response have been, for the most part, either they spread out really well because of the way, the nature of the chrono, they don't want to clump up. And it just makes it hard for things like Juggernaut's ulti to do damage on top of the people he wants it to. Or it makes it hard for Beastmaster to get a good roar off. And Death Prophet, she just kind of like wants to kill one person over here on the left side and wants to kill another person on the right side. So New Try are doing a good job as far as not necessarily delta splitting, but just being spread out as a team during these fights. And it's actually kind of funny because you would think it'll be the other way around, where New Try would benefit a lot from having the enemy team clump up or having them clump up together, but they're actually benefiting a lot from the Faceless Voice Chrono forcing them to spread out. That's basically what I'm trying to say here. Because they can't get much going for Kinos. Or Easy Katka, sorry, they changed their name because, you know, Dota. So anyway, Glimmercade fully finished off for Witch Doctor, so he may be able to get a full ulti off. Faceless Void finally working towards that Chronosphere, or working towards the Aghanim Scepter, so he can have the easier Chronosphere, or shorter cooldown Chronosphere. Zeus has a Veil of Discord fully finished up, so just some more extra magic damage, nice value magic damage going for that. I'm still waiting to see my Blink Dagger for Zeus though. You know, Thunder God with the Blink Dagger. It's always a good day. Always a good day for him. Meanwhile, Necrobook, Blink Dagger fully finished off for Beastmaster, so he did go for the Blink Dagger after all. He went for the Necro first. And as pointed out earlier, the Necrobook does help with burn the mana of Medusa, but I don't really know if it's worth it. I mean, you sacrifice losing a lot of gold. Yeah, sorry. There was a mention of moon shards in the game. I don't really know what that was in context to, but yeah, I mean, nah, I don't think moon shard will work that well. I guess Medusa can get a moon shard. That'd be nice. Oh, you know, I haven't seen Medusa in the new meta, so I don't know how she builds. So moon shard, I don't know how it's gonna interact with her. Lotus Orb, I don't think it affects her at all. And now we got Zeus ulti. All the smoke gates coming. The death ball's coming through. Beastmaster's. Oh yeah, Beastmaster's. No, Rubik's gonna be the first one to get cut off. He goes down, but Beastmaster's gonna be on the other side of the map. One smoke for a support plus a nice Roche security. Just gonna go and check Roshan. See that the timer needs about max timer right now. 42 seconds left on that one. And I think the Beastmaster Hawk, it gave them some false sense of security because I guess it thought it saw it. It thought it saw them walking around with nobody in there. But of course, they were smoked under the Hawk. And as a result, poor old Rubik just trying to drop some wards. That's all he wanted to do is just drop a few wards. These guys gotta be jerks. Mess with them all the time. Speaking of being jerks, I don't know if Zeus saw that. I think this gives you 600 range? 750 vision range.
Dire's bottom tower has been denied.
basically the attack range of Alina. Speaking of attack range of Alina, though, we got the rotation coming in from the Beastmaster and crew. They're going to go for it. They will find the Medusa. She gets scouted out by 2 Hawks. Not just one. That's right, guys. 2 Hawks. 2 whole Hawks. One goes down, the other one dies too. That's really about it. Just donating, like, what, 60 gold to the Lich. And they back away. Alright. Tactical retreats. Let's do this, boys. Kino don't really want to walk into a very bad fight. And this is what makes it hard for them, because they want a death ball too, but the death ball coming out from New Try is like way better. The Chronosphere, the Lich ulti, the Zeus and his abilities, Witch Doctor, his ulti, it's just like, just walk up to him, just sniff him. Just come close enough to smell what their armor smells like after 29 minutes of right clicking. Oh, that probably smells horrible. Anyway, but just like, if you even come close to them, they'll just pretty much turn on all their abilities and just wreck you. And that's kind of cool, because I never really considered Medusa that much of a team fighter. But yeah, she definitely works really well in this whole entire Death Ball meta. So hopefully we see some more Death Prophet, or see some more Medusa. Anyway, speaking of seeing more things, we got the Vengeful Spirit gonna be the only one to get caught on right now. She takes quite a bit of damage. Will be going down. Zeus able to nuke her straight into the ground. Juggernaut preemptively dropping that healing. Gonna go ahead and toss her around the corner maybe. And Zeus, he already did commit the ulti, but looks like they're going to go for Roche. And this just might be the worst Roche fight of life. Juggernaut can actually send his ward in there if he wants to. If he's brave enough. The brave little ward that could. It moves fast enough. Looks like we have both sides. The Roche is getting beat up. They're pinging it. The Beastmaster Hawk scouts it out completely. So they're going to be able to see everything. And now the Beastmaster Boar. Beastmaster Boar. Oh, they're blinking to the high ground. They thought they saw Beastmaster, but he wasn't there. Now Death Prophet, she's going to be walking around the corner. Has no Blink Dagger, only a BKB and a TP Scroll. Probably needs DP out now or forever hold her peace. Instead, she's going to hide around trees. Oh, she's going to get scouted. Oh my gosh, Death Prophet, what are you doing? No, Death Prophet, no! She's going to get scouted by the face of the boy. Drops her ulti. Going to take so much damage right now. The Siphon Spirit's coming through. She's actually getting healed up a little bit, but it's not enough. She actually does go down. A lot of damage getting towards her faces, but it looks like they're going to go for the secondary fight. BKB getting popped immediately by Juggernaut. Not the best of things, but they force a Medusa ulti. They force a lot of damage. Nice swap from Vengeful Spirit. Catches the Witch Doctor. And they sacrifice the life of the Death Prophet plus the ulti just to make them commit super hard. And they will be able to give themselves some beautiful cleanup kills. Zeus going to be the last one out there. He does go away. Triple kill coming out for Jeff Freak. On that Juggernaut. Able to get the triple kill. And overall, okay, fine. I'll go ahead and admit it. I thought it was a horrible idea to have Death Prophet in that spot that she was, but they baited out a really good fight. Unfortunately, they lost the Death Prophet, but they spent the ulti, they dropped the Siphon Spirit, had him survive as long as possible. Face's voice says, hey, team fight, let's drop a Chrono. Lich says, hey, team fight, let's drop an ulti. And Medusa said, hey, let's team fight, let's drop an ulti. So, as a result of that, actually, no, Witch Doctor 2, they just dropped every single piece of ulti. Oh, that's going to cost them a racks. So, buyback comes out from Witch Doctor and crew. Juggernaut dropping the healing ward and just getting some right clicks on the tower. And damage coming through. They're going to be able to get a nice swap on top of the Zeus, and Zeus might be in trouble. Going to go ahead and try to get Glimmer caped up, and he will be able to back away. Oh man, chat's killing me right now. Alright. Alright. Smoke is coming through. Juggernaut gonna go ahead and run with his crew out of the base. One set of racks gone. It's gonna be economy hit towards the New Try side. So they're gonna have less gold coming into that lane. They have 3 lanes, so I guess it's not that big of a deal. But if they do lose a second set of racks, it will be a pretty damn big deal. You know, we'll see. We'll see how Kino decide to play the rest of this. Then they're gonna go ahead and go for Roche. Juggernaut, what you got, bro? Juggernaut has a butterfly and a BKB. That's really about it. And I don't know what else he's going for. That's about 3k gold saved though, so it's probably going to be a nice little... Oh, the Chronosphere! The Chronosphere catches one. It's going to be Jeffrey. Oh, Jeffrey gets swapped out. Nice ability on top of the Witch Doctor. He goes down immediately. Now they're going to go for the kill. They find themselves a wild Face's Void. And oh man, Chronosphere got stolen by Rubik. He actually finds a Lich, and Lich has an ulti available. If he can turn around and drop it, it would be great. It looks like he does. The damage is going to be bounced around, but so many Necro units to soak up the damage. Looks like they will be able to have it bounce on the RNG's that. It looks like so many boars, so many things, the ulti was officially wasted. If Lich had a Nags, that'd have been so beautiful. Buyback comes out from Face's Void, and it looks like New Try are finally losing ground. OPK are getting the fights that they want. They're getting everything that they want to have. And Death Prophet ulti is going to get used, this time for an objective. Juggernaut just going to continue to right click. Zeus ulti coming out. Juggernaut trying to dodge the damage, but 42 takes all of it. Now we got Face's Void coming around the backside. BKB comes out for Death Prophet, trying to heal himself up. They forced out a brand new BKB charge, so at the very least, 10 seconds of well-wasted magic immunity. Meanwhile, Medusa comes forward, drops the ulti, catches absolutely nobody. Needs a Blink Dagger herself, but Rubik stole the ulti. Oh no! He forced him back. A New Try. New try, do not want to look at that Rubik right now. And OPK definitely on tearing the warpath, getting the counter kills that they want. The abilities are down. They know all the ultis are down for new try. Of course, the abilities are coming up, so they need to be very careful now. But having all the abilities down for new try, having just the wherewithal to play around the fact that, hey, Lich ulti's down, Zeus ulti's down, Medusa's ulti's down, Faces Void's ulti's down, Wishdark's ulti's down. Let's do this. Knowing that they have the better, in general, long, drawn-out team fight advantage. Of course, when it comes to these little bursty, you know, take 2 minutes, farm, then go fight, that does go way more in favor of new try. So the death ball, the casual death ball is, or sorry, the overtime death ball is way better for OPK. But when it comes down to it, new try have the better counter initiation / initiation death ball. So basically, we're just comparing two different type of balls here, guys. If you didn't know, so the balls coming out from new try is actually nice and you know, nice and flashy, and it burns up really fast. Whereas the balls from OPK, it's a little passive. You know, it takes a little bit of time to come into its way. But once it does, it's a very nice ball. I'm just gonna let that sink in that I just described that to you. You're welcome. You're welcome, guys. Alright, moving on to top lane. We got a push coming in from OPK. They're gonna go ahead and claim themselves their last tier 2 tower. I don't know if Nutri are gonna go ahead and commit to this, or they're gonna save fortify for the tier 3, or sorry, save for the tier 3 and try to defend that. Looks like Zeus is coming forward, dropping a nope, no nukes. And top tower goes down anyway. Jeffreak having a little bit of fun with that. Scotty fully finished up, so the stats are real. And speaking of stats being real, the net worth coming out from Medusa versus Juggernaut is actually pretty darn heavy. Basically, it reflects back to what I was saying before. If Medusa and Juggernaut are equal on farm, Medusa should win the fight. But if Juggernaut has the advantage, and we're not in the mid. Oh man, we're at the mid game. Wow. We're only at the mid game, so we're not in the ultra late game. So we're at the mid game right now. Juggernaut has about the same amount of farm. Or sorry, has higher farm than Medusa, so he has a slight advantage over Medusa, so he should be able to win these team fights. That said, one Chrono will do him in pretty darn hard. One Wish Doctor ulti will do him in pretty darn hard, so he does need to be very careful. At the very least, he has Aegis, so he's going to go ahead and just come forward, spin, right click, and back away. Oh man, the Rod of Atos. Juggernaut getting forced that forward. He's going to be able to make it out of that one. And Scotty fully finished up on Medusa. I didn't realize she got that. Let me take a look at the rest of these items because they're catching me off guard now. We got Lich. He does have himself a Rod of Atos. Death Prophet is working towards what I think will be an AC. Or not. That's definitely a Lotus Orb. So cool. She goes for the armor. She's listening to me. Oh my gosh. Yes. Yay. Death Prophet's listening to me. She has herself a full Lotus Orb available, which means that she can reflect a lot of awesome abilities. We'll see how it goes. Lotus Orb getting used on top of Zeus, on top of Juggernaut. Zeus eats one of his own lightning bolts, but he's okay. He's fine. And there it is. So, yeah, all lanes are kind of pushing in. Bottom lane going to get pushed in pretty hard here very soon. One fresh creep wave plus a Cardi and a half. Going to go ahead and come through. Meanwhile, more damage coming in. LaFreak, or Jeffreak, going to get the right clicks. Will it be enough is the big question. The damage is bouncing back and forth. Beastmaster coming in straight forward. Medusa drops the ulti. Chronosphere immediately on the backside. They do get the swap out on top of the Rubik, so he's able to survive. Meanwhile, Lich ulti bounce around doing quite a bit of work. Beastmaster trying to run away as fast as he possibly can. Wishbox is already dead. Jeffreak's in the middle of it. He's trying to go for the right clicks. Death Prophet ulti doing some bit of work. Zeus ulti comes in. It does a little bit of damage, but not enough to actually get the kill. Looks like Aegis will be getting burned finally. And Juggernaut comes back out. Last right click kills the Medusa. They're going to go for the Rex. Medusa immediately bites back. Zeus is all up in this fight as well. Not a ton of mana left on his left to his person, but just enough to force these guys back. And they forced the buyback. I think that's really good enough. They got themselves one tier 3 tower, lost a ton of resources outside of that as far as people and gold go. But I mean, at this rate, the gold graph basically it still matters. The rate gold graph matters a lot, but the gold graph is kind of sort of negligible because it's really obvious that OPK have such an advantage that it doesn't matter much. But if they do throw maybe a fight or two, then they will lose a ton, and the rubber band Dota will officially be in effect. But outside of that, it's not really much to say. So we had the Lotus Orb fully finished up for the Death Prophet. And oh, wrong item. Aghanim Scepter fully finished up for the Faces Void. Big items are starting to come in, and we are slowly but surely transitioning to the late game. My question is, how will Medusa continue to farm in this game? Pretty much all the lanes are pushed in. She's trying to push out a lane, getting half the gold for it. At the very least, she has herself an Aya Scotty, which is great and all, but it's not going to keep her alive too much in this fight. We saw the last fight. Juggernaut took him 2 lives to do it, but he still killed her. So we'll see. You know, Pink's come on top of the Medusa. They do scout her out. Juggernaut walking around the corner. Waiting for his team, but his team's not there. Medusa farming a little bit too fast for him. And she's only hitting for, was that 150? 160? Okay, 200. Okay, Medusa, we get it. We get it, you're hitting pretty hard. About 200. Meanwhile, whenever it comes to the Juggernaut, where the heck is he? Juggernaut, there he is. Juggernaut has, wow, Jesus, has about 300 damage plus crit, which doubles his damage. So that gives him about 600 crit, 650 crit. Hold on, we'll see that again. Okay, Juggernaut, I'm gonna need you to do that again while I'm paying attention again. I think I said at 800 when I saw it. So, yeah, his damage output is sitting pretty strong, and nobody has a Deso. I don't know if anybody's ever gonna go for a Deso, but I would love to see a Deso on maybe. Nah, AC. AC way better. AC on top of Beastmaster should be his next item. Just give him some more armor, just give his team more push. Already has a Pipe of Insight to counter the Zeus a little bit, and Boosted Travel might be his next pickup. He did go for the, or he does have brown boots and brown boots only. So upgrade now or forever hold your peace. Speaking of upgrading now and forever holding your peace, Medusa's gonna walk around to the side. They do have a smoke, and they will find you, and they will kill you. They see 3 up top. They're gonna see all 3 of them. They can get a nice little cut off. Zeus immediately backing away, and I think everybody's gonna start running up. Looks like no Witch Doctor faces Void. Faces Void waiting around the backside. He should see the Death Prophet, but looks like Medusa's gonna be running away as fast as he possibly can. TP can come out here in a second. Looks like TP will not. No, she's gonna keep pushing. Oh no, this just might be bad. Medusa's gonna go ahead and immediately TP out. Death Prophet unfortunately has no stun, no tornado stick for her, and everybody makes it on the side of NWT. Just kind of yanking OPK along, just kind of pulling him up, having a little bit of fun. Alright, so moving on to the last parts. Oh, Vince Spirit, what you doing here, bro? Vince Spirit gets caught inside the Chrono and dies immediately. So just a lot of damage happening. A lot of spells getting used for that one too. Jesus. Looks like it's not going to be enough. And... Just waiting for that big team fight to happen. Zeus working on what looks to be a Octarine Core. So this Octarine Core will help him out a lot. And... let's see. Beastmaster, Blink Dagger. So nothing, we're just waiting for them to go for the farm. So theoretically, what I want to see happen in the next team fight, I think NWT definitely needs to maybe save an ulti or two, or maybe get a refresher on top of Lich, or actually get an Ags on Lich, that'll be great. But basically, if they blow their ultis in the next team fight, OPK, they will have the buybacks necessary to come back into the game. And as I say that, they don't, but you know what I mean. Beastmaster has a buyback, Death Prophet has a buyback, everybody has a buyback except for Juggernaut, who did just decide to buy himself a Basher. So A-Blade will likely be his next big item. But once he has himself an A-Blade, I think that'll be easier kill for the on top of the Medusa every single time. And speaking of things, whoa, okay. I don't know if Medusa's going for Rapier or MKB. Probably MKB. And Death Prophet actually picks up the Aegis, so Cheese will be going to the Courier. And nobody wants a Cheese? Wow, nobody has space for it. Actually, okay, Beastmaster, come on, you're Mango, bro. Beastmaster has a freaking Mango. Like, get rid of Mango and just get the Cheese, bro. That 150 mana and that 1 HP region, helping him out so hard right now. I think R4 needs to, yeah, okay, he finally needs to Mango. See, he's listening to me, guys. R4 is like, oh my bad, I got a Mango. So yeah, so he goes and eats it and he walks away, and he will be having the Cheese to himself, and now the whole entire team will rotate. Arcane Rune picked up, most OP rune in the world, picks up by Death Prophet. And they're gonna push a lane. Meanwhile, back in the base, we got Neutri kind of sitting on their hands a little bit. Golgraph leveling out pretty darn hard. Neither team really getting too much impressive farm. Both are preparing for the inevitable team fight when one team decides to get a little bit too close to the base and gets picked off pretty hard. Like I said, I think NWT, I mean, as far as fighting 2 fights in a row, Medusa better have some pretty damn good items. MKB picked up for her is a fantastic item for her as far as her damage output, but I mean, she better have some pretty damn good items because she's going to have to win 2 team fights basically by herself. Or well, at least win 1 of the team fights by herself. I think the rest of her team will be getting sacrificed. Specifically the Face of Void, who kind of has to blink in there and just go for it. So Death Prophet ulti going to be at the start. Chronosphere coming from Face of Void, catches the Death Prophet. They're going to go for the damage. Meanwhile, Medusa drops her ulti immediately. Witch Doctor ulti bouncing around, catches the Juggernaut. BKB gets used. Lich ulti bouncing around. Death Prophet going to be the first one to die, but she has Aegis, so she don't care. And she's going to be coming up here in a few seconds. Face of Void trying to time walk some damage. Extra time walks back, and oh, the Lich ulti still bouncing around. It's going to not be able to kill too terribly much. Face of Void dies. Witch Doctor dies. Face of Void. He goes back in the fight, and now Medusa drops her ulti. Actually, no, was that? Yeah, no, it's Rubik. Sorry, it's Rubik. Rubik has the ulti. Yeah, Rubik caught the ulti, he stole it from Medusa. Now we got the damage coming in. Whoever that is about to die. Juggernaut will be going down. Oh no, that's Beastmaster. He will not be going down. Juggernaut is going to be going full straight for the man fight. Lotus Orb getting used on him as well. Medusa going toe-to-toe with him. They're focusing down the objectives. Will they be able to get is the big question. Looks like Zeus is trying to get the damage. They finally get the kill on top of Juggernaut. The first of many kills. Juggernaut immediately buying back into the game. Doesn't have boosted travel. Oh, he has boosted travel, so he's TPing into this one. Meanwhile, Rubik going to go ahead and try to walk himself away. He will be able to juke into the trees. Geometry side. Now Juggernaut shows up. Big bag Juggy. A nice Rod of Atos on Juggernaut. And now we got the damage coming on top of Medusa. She might be going down. This would be a horrible idea if she actually does die. She's taking so much damage right now. Juggernaut, the Scotty doing too much work, and he gets hit with another Rod of Atos. It's going to be forced back, drops the heal. Here comes the Lotus Orb too, get rid of all the other negative things. And OPK still able to hold, keep the aggression in their face. Juggernaut forced to buy back for it though, but I think it's worth it. They forced out a buyback on themselves. Medusa, did she buy back? No, I think Faces Void bought back in that one. Yeah, Medusa did not buy back, so she still has buyback. But Faces Void was forced to buy back out of that one. Zeus was forced to buy back out of that one. So forcing those two buybacks, I guess, was definitely worth it for a single Juggernaut buyback. And given the fact that the given the fact that the long sustained team fights coming out from OPK are going to be a little bit better because of the way their damage output works. With Juggernaut, the more right clicks you get, the better they'll do. And with that profit, the longer they stay inside of her ulti, the better they'll do. I think it's pretty nice. Harder to Rask could be a nice next item for her to go for, but she does have the Shiva's Guard, just slowing down the right click coming out from Medusa, and helping out with the giant AoE slow, plus the giant AoE piece of damage. Always good to have. But yeah, that Lotus Orb played a really huge part in the last fight, because that reflecting that Rod of Atos, like, that was pretty damn important. That means that Juggernaut, or sorry, reflecting the rest of the abilities, I don't know if reflecting the Rod of Atos is that important, because Juggernaut, I don't think it was that close to dying anyway. But just dropping the Lotus Orb in general, and Rubik being able to survive in general is always a good idea. Because that means that he can drop more spells, he can be more useful, and he is like the best support ever. Look at him, look at him, look at him, he's so happy. Just jerking his head around. Yeah, look at him. You go, Rubik. You go, Glen Coco. Alright. So all that aside though, we have only one Raxus gun on this top lane. That's going to be a range Rax. Down to bottom lane, both Raxes are gone. All ultis are basically back online. Both teams are kind of resetting and ready to fight. And we'll see who wins this next fight. I mean, that last fight, they keep taking it piece by piece. But if OPK just keep throwing bodies at it, eventually it's going to get to a point where NWT are just going to force them to throw some buybacks at it too. Because they will be pushing as hard as they can. That said, their pushing lineup is actually pretty strong too. They got the Zeus with Arc Lightning, Medusa, Split Shot, Lich with his Frost Blast, Casket from Witch Doctor. They can hold pretty well.
Haste.
Aethelyn's fully picked up on top of Vengeful Spirit, and she's working towards her Aghanim Scepter. Gonna have that ability to cast 2 stuns and 2 swaps, assuming she dies. A-Blade fully finished off from Juggernaut. I think that was there from the last time around, but I'm not sure. And Rubik's actually working on an Aghanim Scepter himself. So that means if he ever steals Witch Doctor's ulti, he's gonna have a better ulti than he does. Same thing for Lich, same thing for Faces Void. Not for Medusa, but Zeus, he will have the Zeus increased ulti, or upgraded ulti. Speaking of which, Zeus saving gold for buyback. I think his buyback's on cooldown right now, so probably should go buy the Octarine Core instead. Could have had a V8, but he decided not to. And yeah, and this is kind of one of the games where, like, if Zeus gets an Octarine Core, I think it would be really good for him, but I don't know how much work it'll actually do for his team. Speaking of, oh man, oh, the Chronosphere catches out the Juggernaut. He's all by himself, swap from Vengeful Spirit just enough. They dropped the Lich ulti, they're committing for it. Looks like Death Prophet is going to be the next one to go down. She will be dying here in a few seconds. Look, you know the damage, the magic, all the damage suck is too high right now. Lotus Orb thrown on top of her as well, so nobody wants to throw a single spell. Dokkan forced to run away, and they forced the Death Prophet ulti out, but they only lost the Vengeful Spirit for it, and she's okay with that. Having her sacrifice her life for that Juggernaut was definitely worth it. He's already back to full health. Basically no mana spent. Ready to push into the base. Chronosphere is on cooldown. Witch Doctor ulti is on cooldown. All the ultis are on cooldown right now. Which means that the defense coming from NWT is going to be nothing except for Medusa. So this is where it comes down to. She better be able to win 2 team fights in a row. She's going to get a nice reward from Beastmaster, trying to keep all the CC that they can on it. Just force that from her left, force that from her right, force that from her forward again. Gets his Glimmer Cape on her too. People are dying on the back end. Witch Doctor goes down. Faces what? Oh man, Rubik gets a Chronosphere, catches the Vince, or catches the Medusa just to make it worse. And he still split shot, which I didn't know he could still split shot. That's pretty broken. Looks like Medusa does go down and immediately buys back into the game. First team fight, not necessarily won, but looks like they are able to kill people. Actually, they killed nobody. They killed absolutely nobody. And Medusa cannot carry hard enough for this. Team too heavy. Needs to do more push-ups. Weight so heavy. This is definitely still easy Katka's game to lose. Like they literally all they can probably just sit back and do nothing for the rest of the game. Like everybody just sell everything and build Dagons. But NWT definitely still putting up a really valiant fight. It's just that because all their heroes are so focused around their ultis, like their death ball is their ulti. They just want to drop all their ultis and kill everybody, and then go for a push and just go straight down middle GG. But they can't do that. They can't afford to do that, especially considering the fact that, I mean, Death Prophet's Death Prophet. She has, okay, she's working on Sheepstick. Interesting. Yeah, Death Prophet has enough stats to survive a lot of this right click damage from Medusa. She has what, 40? Is that 40 armor? Sorry, wrong person. Yeah, close enough. 36 armor. 36 armor on Death Prophet. And if you want to consider all the damage coming from Medusa, for anybody who doesn't know the way armor works, basically for every 1 point of armor, you increase your survivability by 7%. So her effective HP is pretty damn high with all that armor. And I don't know if it does a calculation for me, but I wish it did. Yeah, so she has 68% physical damage resistance. So that means that any damage coming into her, she's basically only feeling about 30% of it, which is a pretty huge deal considering the fact that she has about 2k HP, almost 2100 HP. So that means that she's really hard to kill. Juggernaut, on the other hand, only has 22 armor, but same case. I mean, he basically has the same amount of armor. Also ate himself a nice little Moonshard for more right click. Has the A-Blade, has the BKB, has a Scotty, has boosted travel. Probably needs to sell his Battle Fury for something else, but we'll see how he goes for it. These guys are going for definitely a long, drawn-out game. They wanted to go to the ultra late game. They want to prove CulBlu wrong. We'll see if Medusa can outcarry this Juggernaut since we're heading straight into the late game. Ultra late game would be roughly, for anybody who cares about time, roughly about 70 minutes. That's usually considered ultra late game. Late games usually considered around 50, 60, and that's if it ever makes it that far. Technically 45 minutes is like late game, if you want to give an absolute time, but it really depends on what stage of the game the teams are at. And right now we're basically in the late game because, well, I mean, they don't have much left on the side of New Tribe, but they're still trying pretty newly. And ooh, levels, I want to see levels, because level 2 ultis should be on everybody. Or level 3 ultis, everybody except for Wish Doctor. So unfortunately Wish Doctor's slacking. Wish Doctor just had a little too many coconuts. But once he has level 3 of his ulti, it'll be nice. I think Aghanim Scepter will be nice for him as well. And speaking of which, Rubik's Aghanim Scepter should be finished. Should be. Apparently it's not, so looks like Rubik, yeah, okay, it's very close to being finished, so I guess he's trying to get a little bit more farm. Whoop. Okay, cool. Sorry, my apologies. Sorry, I had a message pop up. But yeah, Rubik going for the Aghanim Scepter is gonna be a nice item. Zeus, he decided to stop and go for E-Blade instead of going for the Octarine Core. I'm not sure how much I feel about that, or how I feel about that. Sure, he can use it on top of Juggernaut. He can maybe save an ally, but I don't know if he can. I don't know if he can actually blast down Juggernaut anymore. Like Juggernaut's damage out, or Juggernaut's HP pull is sitting pretty nice. Has effectively, was at 2900 HP, 25% magic resist, 40% magic resist when the Rubik's near. Basically makes him survivable. Also, there's a Pipe of Insight too. I think Beastmaster has that one. Anywho, Juggernaut going for the Rosh. They decided to wait for the Roshan. Gonna go and beat him down, punch him to the ground. And Jafreak has no room for Aegis, so they're probably gonna give it to Vengeful Spirit. Or Death Prophet. No, Death Prophet has no room either. Shoot, give it to Rubik. Or, okay, Beastmaster. No, Beastmaster has, yeah, he has space. Beastmaster has a TP scroll. And Cheese goes to the Death Prophet. I don't know what she gave up, but she gave up something. It's like she drops herself an Ultimate Orb. Oh, interesting. Gonna go and drop herself those extra stats. Smoke Gank coming through. We'll see how it turns out. The Beastmaster Hawk scouting it out around the corner. And they will rush straight for the bottom lane. We'll see New Try, they're rotating respectively. Medusa, she pushed out another lane on her own. So good job, Medusa. She will have a Mantis down here when this next team fight breaks out. But we'll see. We'll see if New Try decide to commit their ultis really fast, or if they decide to let you know, go for a slow burn with their ultis. Wish Doctor gonna go and drop himself in Observer. Jeffrey gonna come forward. 4 staffs happening. Glimmercake coming up from Wish Doctor. Drops himself a coconut, bounces around. They see Observer. They saw it get placed. And the Cassie's doing all kinds of work on top of the creep. Meanwhile, we got Death Prophet showing up. Damage coming through on top of both sides. Death Prophet will be getting hit with a nice Glimmer Cape and backing on out. Damage coming out from the Ghost, and Juggernaut's going to go straight for the right click. He's ready to do this. Casket from Witchstalk is going to go and bounce forward. Chronosphere comes on face of They do catch the Juggernaut. Venture swap. She actually swaps out the Juggernaut just in time. Looks like Witchstalk's ulti is going to come through. He's going to focus down the Vengeful Spirit. Zeus ulti bouncing around. Speaking of things bouncing around, Lich ulti bouncing around, doing all kinds of work. But looks like there's going to be a death on top of the Beastmaster. He will be coming up here in a second. His roar was already used. Medusa's still in the middle of this, has no mana left to her namesake. And now we got, Beastmaster's in a lot of trouble. If he gets caught with another hit from the Medusa, he will be going down. But the Kogan's going to bounce through. They have the vision necessary, and Beastmaster gets hit with a nice E-Blade. Damage coming through. His team's still around the corner. He survives. There's the A-Blades. Lich getting hit with all kinds of damage. He does officially go down. Meanwhile, Medusa, mana almost fully healed up. Middle tower still standing. Middle racks is still standing. Juggernaut gonna go straight forward. He wants to kill. Medusa drops her ulti. Juggernaut is not. Yeah, he will be going down. Juggernaut is not gonna go down before both those racks go down, but they do officially go down. Meanwhile, Rubik hit with a nice Glimmer Cape plus the damage, and now Death Prophet shows up. She's trying to help her team out. Juggernaut buys back. TP's down to the bottom. He's gonna go straight forward. GG push is real. See, come on. They're not. Okay, they're back away. All right, fine. They'll back away. Faces Void's alive. Whatever. There we go. Last racks will be going down here in a second. Chronosphere comes out from Faces Void, catches 3. No, catches 2 actually. Now Rubik actually steals a Chrono. Unfortunately, doesn't affect Faces Void, but who really cares? Lich also gonna bounce around. Juggernaut dies the second time, so the dieback is real. Meanwhile, this Lich ulti just doing all kinds of work, slowing both these people down. And it looks like Beastmaster gonna be the last one to go now. Actually, no, he runs back into the base. He wants the racks. Oh, are you kidding me? Oh, this Beastmaster hashtag full YOLO mode. He kills the racks by himself. Are you shitting me right now? R4 for MVP. Come on. Mega creeps for OPK. Beastmaster's like, for my people, and just yellows for it. Just like, oh man, I just want. Okay, so Mega creeps on the side of OPK. So Easy Katka having R4, of course, the MVP of this game. The one and only MVP of this game, able to kill the racks by himself. And we got a push. This is going to be a GG push. If NWT can't get this to go through, then they will not be able to win this, because the creeps will be pushing in way too hard, way too heavy. Juggernaut is down for a whole entire 60 seconds, so they basically got 60 seconds to do this. Excuse me, having the Juggernaut down is actually a big deal, but Sheepstick's up on top of the Death Prophet. And Medusa's actually down. She bought herself a Rapier. So Rapier fully finished up. They're going straight for the GG push. This is all they got left. They need to give her some more mana, because otherwise she will die immediately. Looks like she's out of mana officially. Just gonna go straight forward. Can't really do anything but just commit for it. And if Zeus can TP in here, that'd be great. Booster Travel are available. Creep, he's not gonna TP in for it. And Juggernaut here in 36 seconds. Zeus TPing in. We'll see how this shit fest happens. Looks like first and forward, Chronosphere immediately coming out, catches 1. They will be able to get the damage. Oh no! Ah man, we got Medusa getting caught out. She gets pulled. It looks like she has the right click damage necessary. Drops her ulti, has just enough mana for it. Damage coming on top of Death Prophet though is massive. She's gonna be going down here in a second. They're gonna go for it. Will they be able to actually do it? Sheepstick coming on top of Medusa. One more right click's all she needs. She gets the right click. There goes Zeus dropping the ulti. So many people are dying right now. Middle racks are about to die. They're about to do it. Oh my gosh, are they actually gonna be able to win it? The creeps are not gonna be able to push him fast enough. They're still going for the Ancient is getting thrashed into the ground. Wishtalk's ulti getting stolen by Rubik coming out. This bounces over everybody. Holy shit, they're able to pull it. GG's come out. Oh man. OPK giving me a fucking heart attack. Holy shit. Okay. Alright, let me relax for a second before I say things. Okay. Heart rate officially went up a little bit too high. I might die. It's okay, guys. It's okay. We saw amazing things happen. OPK win, just barely. That got really scary really fast. Holy hell. Anyway, that's it for this game, guys. My name is CulBlu. Just watching you guys this ridiculous game of Dota. I hope you guys enjoyed as much as I did. I'm gonna go ahead and call out so I can go breathe for a second. If you guys want to check me out on my other channels, feel free to check out my YouTube, which is youtube.com/CulBluDota. That's CulBluDota. You can also check me out on my live stream, which is twitch.tv/CulBlu. And yeah, thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed it. And as always, I will see you guys whenever.